Deadpool and Wolverine, the red suit kid and the yellow suit kid. Once upon a time, in a world full of superheroes, villains, and a whole lot of chaos, there were two very different kids. They weren't kids in the way you'd expect, but when it came to causing trouble, well, they might as well have been. On one side, you had Deadpool, the kid in the red suit. Now, Deadpool wasn't your average hero. No, he was the kind of guy who loved breaking the rules. Swords, guns, and the most sarcastic sense of humor you could imagine. He loved making jokes as much as he loved making a mess. You might wonder, why the red suit? Well, as Deadpool likes to say, red hides the blood, makes it harder for his enemies to see him bleed. Then, on the other side, there was Wolverine, the kid in yellow. While Deadpool was loud and obnoxious, Wolverine was all business, strong, silent, and deadly, with razor-sharp claws and a temper that could make a volcano seem calm. He wasn't much for talking, but when he did speak, you knew things were about to get serious. These two? Let's just say they were like oil and water. But sometimes, when the world needed saving, or when Deadpool got bored, they teamed up, and that's where our story begins. It was a rainy night, the kind where even the city lights looked tired. Deadpool was on one of his usual mercenary runs, bouncing off walls and leaving chaos behind him. A little shootout here, a little sword fight there. It was just another Tuesday for the kid in red. But not too far away, Wolverine was on the hunt. He was after someone, a man who had crossed him one too many times. His claws out, his senses sharp. For Wolverine, it was just another mission. He wasn't expecting company. And just like that, fate brought the two kids together. Deadpool, strolling down the alley, wiping blood off his sword, looked up to see none other than Wolverine, the yellow suit kid. Mid-hunt, Wolverine's eyes narrowed. Deadpool, what are you doing here? Oh, just enjoying the nightlife, slicing and dicing a few bad guys. What about you, Old Claws? Chasing another big, bad villain? Let's make it a buddy adventure. Wolverine wasn't in the mood for Deadpool's jokes. But if there's one thing you should know about the red suit kid, it's that he doesn't take no for an answer. So, despite Wolverine's best efforts, the two ended up working together. Well, kind of. And that's when things got wild. You see, Deadpool and Wolverine had very different styles. Wolverine liked to keep it clean. Well, as clean as you can get with 6 adamantium claws cutting through everything. He was all about precision, getting the job done with no wasted movement. Deadpool? Oh, Deadpool loved chaos. Guns blazing, swords flying, and talking. So much talking. Even in the middle of a fight, Deadpool couldn't help but crack jokes, much to Wolverine's annoyance. Hey Logan, wanna hear a joke? Why don't skeletons fight each other? Because they don't have the guts. Laughs at his own joke. But that's the thing about these two. Despite all the noise, all the bickering, when they fought together, it was like watching a storm hit. Pure chaos, but with a purpose. Wolverine's claws cut through anything in their path. And Deadpool, well, Deadpool just kept going. The villains didn't stand a chance. By the time the fight was over, the alley was a mess. Thugs scattered, walls crumbling, and Deadpool, leaning against a brick wall, looking all too pleased with himself. Well, that was fun. We make a great team. Huh, Logan? Red and yellow. Like ketchup and mustard. We should do this more often. You're insane. Yeah, but you love it. Admit it. You do. Wolverine, of course, would never admit it, but deep down, somewhere under all that growling and grumbling, he knew that as much as Deadpool drove him crazy, there was no one he'd rather have by his side when things got messy. And so, with the night drawing to an end, The red suit kid and the yellow suit kid went their separate ways. Deadpool, still talking a mile a minute, disappeared into the shadows, while Wolverine, well, he walked off into the rain, quiet as ever, but something told him this wouldn't be the last time they crossed paths. After all, heroes come in all shapes and sizes. Some wear red, some wear yellow, and some are just too loud for their own good. But when the world needs saving, sometimes it's the most unlikely of duos that make the biggest difference. The end. For now. Hey, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Or, I might have to come visit. With swords. And tacos. Definitely tacos.